There's this video going around where Adam Levine is sitting on stage, and while doing so, some crazy fan jumps on stage, gets up in his grill, and grabs him. The craziest part? Certain people, or as I like to call them, hollow skulls, are actually defending the so-called fan. To all the people defending that chick, you're a bunch of hypocrites and ignorant shits. A taste of my ill rapping skills. If some stranger came up to you, got in your face, and started touching you, you would react in one of two ways. Either you would tell them off. Oh my god, you're so cute. Get the fuck off of me, you basic as white bread, Starbucks-obsessed slag. Or you would go the physical route and kick them in the Count Crotula. Everyone should respect each other's space. People, celebrities included, are not like your dog, who will just sit there and be okay with you being super close to them. You are such a good girl, yes you are, ooja-gooja-gooja-gooja-goo. And you need some mouthwash. Jesus, what did you eat? Deep fried shit covered with foot fungus sprinkles? You stinky ass bitch. What about Adam's reaction though? What about it? It was a valid reaction to someone you don't know jumping on stage and putting their hands on you without giving them consent to do so. Apparently, it's okay when a female fan goes on stage and grabs the male celebrity without his consent, but when a male fan jumps on stage and grabs a female celebrity without her consent, ho-ho! Watch out! His life would be over quicker than the amount of time it takes for a male rabbit to bust a nut. I'm not condoning touching people without their consent, by the way. My whole point is, if it's not okay for men to go up to women and grab them without their consent, then it's not okay for women to go up to men and grab them without their consent either. A real fan would respect their boundaries, you giant bag of fucking crazy. Holy hemorrhoid-filled Batman. By the way these self-entitled, whiny, dried-up little boogers are acting, you would think he burned down an orphanage filled with not only children, but puppies and kittens as well.
Back in the ancient times, I used to go to school just like everyone else.
Every now and then, some of my teachers would give us a break from doing work and put on a movie in class. Sounds pretty sweet, right? Well, kinda. See, the problem arose when, pardon the pun, a sex scene would play and the teacher responded by turning the TV in the other direction and forwarding it past the sex scene. My god, that was insanely difficult. So we, the students, couldn't watch it. They even pulled that sex blocking shit in high school. The fuck? Even before high school, I already knew full well what everyone's components look like on the account of being an avid porn watcher. Plus, by the time you reach high school, a lot of students, not including my too shy to get a girlfriend have an ass, were already doing the dirty dance with no pants anyway. So they knew full well what everything looked like. One moment you fools are trying to teach us about sex, then the next moment you're trying to shield us from it. Make up your minds, you indecisive shits. Holy dick dipped in Bisquick. I have over 1,000 followers. I'm in the big leagues now, baby. Seriously though, guys, thanks so much. I promise to continue making you guys and guyettes piss your pants with laughter for many years to come. And for those of you who haven't yet, feel free to follow me on TikTok or check out my YouTube channel, where I'll be posting full-fledged videos in the near future. Just know that if you don't, I'll cry myself to sleep in the fetal position tonight. Back in high school, there was this place I would often go to called the Resource Room. Students with learning disabilities such as myself, I have autism, went there in order to get additional help with work, along with some much-needed peace and quiet from the rambunctious shithead kids who might as well have been shit-flinning monkeys. There was this one teacher who worked in the resource room. I cannot for the life of me remember his name, though. What I do remember, however, is his rancid-ass anal breath. The reason why his breath smelled so bad is due to him drinking coffee in class often. I think he liked to mix a couple of teaspoons of diarrhea in with his cups of coffee as well, since that's what the fuck it smelled like. For that reason, I will call him Diarrhea Coffee Breath. Nah, that's too much, actually. I'll just go with Carl. Every time I was working at one of the desks, Carl would lean in as teachers tend to when they're helping students with work. Which in itself is fine, obviously. What wasn't fine, though, is having to smell his outhouse breath. Drifter, seems to me like you need some help with that work there, eh, bud? No. What I need is for you to buy a lifetime supply of breath mints and start consuming those minty fresh bitches on the daily. Because your breath fucking stinks! Oh, come on! There's this video on TikTok revolved around some chick who was holding her face in annoyance with captions on the screen that read, "And then he starts being too nice and asking how my day was." She then stomps on the ground as captions pop up on the screen that read, "Friend zoned." Basically, the message I got from this video is, she doesn't like it when guys are nice and will stomp on their heads with their large man flippers if they ask her how her day went. Oh yeah, jeez. Must be really hard when a guy's actually being nice to you. In all seriousness, what the hell do you expect him to do? Hit you with a fucking shovel? Then again, it might do you some good. Knock some common sense into your punk Barbie-looking Bigfoot-having ass. Apparently, you're not allowed to ask people how their days were without them stomping your shit in. Years down the road, you'll be single and wonder why you can't find a guy who treats you like gold. It's because you're more toxic than 10 poison dart frogs rolled into one. So yeah, the good guys are gonna want to move on and be with someone who loves them for who they are. They don't want to be with you, because you take their niceness for granted. And yes, I'm aware men can be toxic assholes too.
I'm just talking about this stupid tinfoil hat wearing ape in particular.